Universidad Panamericana.
Tomorrow morning, right? 9 o'clock, if you are curious about your grades. Of course, they've already been handed in, all right? And so you know only 66% of the people are doing the homework, okay? I'm really concerned about that. I've been teaching the TOEFL course, Fernando, this is my 10th semester. If you don't do the homework, I promise you your TOEFL score will stay pretty much the same. If you do the homework, you go up about 40 points. That's been my experience, okay, Oman? All right. So right now, 66% of the homeworks are being done. Okay, Montoya? Yeah. Yep. And you know who you are. Today, we have two goals. One are appositives. Okay, can you say that? Appositives. Appositives. All right. Now, appositives basically are when you have a noun or a noun phrase. Hi, Rodolfo. When you have a noun or a noun phrase that's followed by another noun phrase. For example, look at this. Peter, my dad, lives here. Peter, my doctor, lives here or works here. Peter, my brother, studies here. So when you have two nouns and one is the renaming, Omar, okay? Peter, my brother. My brother's name is Paco, let's say, okay? Paco, my brother. You're basically renaming the person, okay? That's called an appositive, yeah? And you do the same thing in Spanish, okay? No surprise there. So we're going to practice with appositives, okay? Fernanda, right up here. No need to turn on your laptop. No need to, no, right up here near me. We're a team, Fernanda. We're a team now, huh? All right? Yeah.
It's like the couple, you say you can take off the comma.
That's right, because you could say, Peter lives here. That's right. So usually on the TOEFL, when you have a double comma, you can lift that part up there, put the sentence together. It's shorter and it's more understandable. Okie dokie? Yeah? So the other thing we'll do is two types of adjectives. You can say, what would you say? I am bored in Peter's class, or I am boring in Peter's class? What would you say?
I'm bored.
Eh?
Bored.
Bored. And what about Peter? Is Peter bored or is Peter boring? Boring. Okay, that's the, you get to get that out of your system, right, Margarita? You got a big smile. Yeah. All right. So anyway, the copy. Rodolfo, you have your set of copies? No? Okay. If the answer is no, go over there to the copy place and get it, right? It says Peter's TOEFL copies, right? Yeah? Yep. All right. So let's take a look. We're going to start with, over here, appositives, right? Will you take a look at the first example there? Can you read the first example, Ricardo? Bye-bye. Go over there and get them.
You're a team. I can have the book.
No. Good imagination, but the answer is no. All right. Ricardo, we're looking at 184, right? Yeah. Okay, Ricardo, can you just read? It says Carol. Go ahead.
Carol, who is my colleague, students, say English. And the other one is Carol, my colleague, studies say English.
Right. Yeah. So here, when you say, who is my colleague, you're describing Carol. So that's why it's an adjective phrase. All right? But if you say Carol, my colleague or my coworker, then that's called an appositive. Is this okay, Alfredo? Yeah? Ricardo, come on over here. Work with Alfredo because we have to work in pairs. Okay? Yeah? And Fernando, will you come up here? Fernando and Fernanda. All right? You're over here. Yeah? Yes, of course. Right. Come on over here. Ricardo, work over here with Mario. All right? So can everybody take a look at 185? Work with the person next to you. And there's two examples of appositives inside the box. 185. Yeah? Will you try that? Kidoki, Andres? On 185. Yeah?
First exercise, teacher?
No, 185. Here, does everybody see there's two rectangles, okay, Mario? All right? Will you work with Ricardo on that? I'll give you a minute to try that, okay? them? What do you have, Manuel? Right, good. That's the renaming. Now, what do you think about this other one? The second one.
My roommate, Maria, is joining me for the holidays.
Yeah? Is it okay? All right. Fernando, what's up?
Only 185?
Yeah, 185. There are 2 boxes there. We're going to take a little practice run, right? Okay. So who's reading? Margarita Delgado. Go ahead, Margarita. Can you do the first one? Up at the top, it says Minnesota.
Minnesota actually has 7,034 lakes. The answer is A, the land of 10,000 lakes.
Sure, okay. So this is a second name for the state of Minnesota, okay? Fernando, go ahead.
My roommate, Maria, is joining me for the holidays.
Right. So does everybody see that there's one person, but we have 2 names? So it's like a renaming, to name again. The same person, Maria, we can call her Maria has or my roommate has. Is it okay? All right. And appositives. Why, Alfredo Guevara? Why do we use appositives? Why do we put in that extra information?
Make more emphasis in the present.
Okay, but why? Just to be...
More specific.
Okay, right. Now, why? In what case do you have to be more specific?
Because
What?
maybe more convenience.
That's right. Yeah? Okay. Go ahead, Alfredo. Can you repeat?
They can be more roommates.
Okay, dokie. So when you have different options, right?
You have to specificate.
Right. So, yeah, specificate, or what's the correct word? You have to? What's the verb?
Specify.
Specify. Good. Okay. Now, what would you say, Aguascalientes, the city has 1.1 million, or Aguascalientes, the state has 1.1 million? What do you think?
State.
Right, the state. So, but if I just say Aguascalientes and I don't specify, you don't know if I mean the city of New York or the state of New York, right? So that's the purpose of an appositive, to give you more information, to be more specific or specify. Okie dokie? Yeah? All right. So we're taking a look. Can you flip the page? We go to 186, and here we have some practice. I want you to work in trios, all right? So work together. No need to work individually. You're working together. And here, who's going to do a quick read? Efren, on the top of 186, can you read the instructions for us?
Some of the sentences below contain appositives. Some do not. Circle each appositive you find. Then underline and label each subject S and each finite verb B. On the line provided, put an I if the sentence is incorrect and a C if the sentence is correct. Correct each.
Right. Is it okay? You have to identify S, V, C, and I depending on the status of that sentence. Is it okay? All right. So, and I'm here as a resource. All right. So start to work together. Yeah. Pardon? Right. Label. For example, this is you label with an S, and here you have a label on your shirt. Right. All right. Ready? Eh? Red label. Black label. There's also a blue label, right? There's a green label?
Gold.
Whiskey?
Gold.
I never saw the green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Blue.
You're so innocent.
Green, blue.
Gold and blue. Blue.
Okay, the highest? The highest, okay. And are they all from England? All the Johnny Walker?
I guess.
Huh? Okay, ready? All right. How you doing? You get the idea? What happened? They made really light copies here. Oh no, that's from another.
Yeah, that's a copy that in the bottom is printed.
That's the copy that they have?
No.
Ah.
No, it's not for a friend.
Okay. All right, ready? Let's see. How about the first one?
This is true, this is
All right, now why is this incorrect? Montoya? Because here they put an I for incorrect, right?
Yeah. Last week an old friend came. I don't know. Because of the comma? No? It doesn't have to do.
Right.
Need a comma between the subject and the
That's right, that's right. Yeah? Now, if it were an appositive, then you would use commas before and after. But
here,
what is an old friend? That's a renaming, or that's the subject? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So after the subject here, we're not going to use the comma, right? So anyway, good luck on the rest. All right, call me. Fernanda, you want to come over? Because this is the Fernando table. Fernando, Fernanda, Fernanda.
The verb is no, born is the verb, the subject is Charles. Yeah.
And the other thing, the appositive is...
No, be careful here. If you put born on June 1922, it's an adjectival phrase it's describing, or an adverbial phrase, all right? Yeah.
Sure, we need someone to help.
Right over there. I'm asking you to work in pairs. Okie dokie? Come on, Rosa. What's up, Emmanuel?
The appositive are those words, these two sentences.
Okay, remember the appositive is when you name the subject again, what you call rename, right? So which one is the first? What's the first name of this one? Lobster. So that's the first one. Lobster is not the appositive. And the appositive always has, what does the appositive always have? Two commas, right? All right, so what can we use here? What do you think is the appositive?
My favorite.
That's right. So be careful. What does it say here? Circle each appositive, so you circled it. But what's the subject? Remember, the appositive is the renaming of the noun, right? So, right? You get it? So lobster is going to be what? Subject. My favorite food is what, Omar?
The appositive.
Right, good. And what's the verb?
Serve.
You got it. Great.
Is
Yeah.
This grammar. How is it correct? Has only or only has? I don't know how to use only. I know this is correct, but how can I use only? Before the verb? Or?
Right, because this only corresponds to Montana. So it's like this. Montana only has a population. You can't say Montana has only it sounds better. Montana only has. Yeah.
We continue with exercise 15B. Yes.
Oh, you guys are finished already?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. We are. Oh my gosh. You're like Flash.
Fernando's team is champion.
Right.
Everything is correct.
Sometimes we underline two subjects. Well,
Okay. All right.
it's the same, but referring in
Okay.
two ways.
Now be careful here. Once is the sub. Oh no, once is the subject here is this one, right?
Yes.
All right.
Like-
Okay. Okay, number 6 and number 11, you mark them as correct. Number 6 and number 11, but they're not. Yeah? Okay, so will you take a look at that? How you doing? Welcome back. How was your vacation? Eh? How was your vacation? Come on, look at me in the eye. It was nice? Yeah? A little bit of surfing? You do a little bit of surfing at the beach or what? All right, what's up, Andres? You finished already?
I have problems with this check. Number 6.